health, fitness, and highly motivated family. I greet you all the ladies in my life, all my moms, my aunties, my friends, and my followers, both physically and virtually. I hope everything is well with you. This life is well taking care of you, and you are also well taking care of this life. As usual, I'm bringing you a combo of fitness and motivational video, and today's fitness video is from Caroline Girvan, or Girvan, I don't know. And the title of the video is 30-minute kettlebell workout superset. I encourage you all, especially all women out there, because you are my target audience, to take the time and make the time to take care of your body, your mind, and your spirit. Your body by doing some kind of exercise, HIIT workout, like in most of my videos, because that is my cup of tea. Swimming, walking, dancing, or carrying weights, all depends on you and the time you decide to make for the activity of your choosing. Take care of your mind by ensuring it is fed and exposed to things, ideas, and thoughts that are not only empowering, creative, and positive to yourself, but also to the people around you. Lastly, make time to take care of your spirit and soul by meditating and being grateful to the source of all lives, the creator and mother nature, that decided to wake you up again today, and by becoming more and more grateful for the things of the past, those of the present, and those coming up in the close or later future. As usual, I share the link to the sport video so that with a click of a button, you may, should, and must go to exercise for yourself, to feel good, to look good, and actually to have more energy for the day or maybe for the week. But hold on now, wait a moment and listen to the entire motivational message of the week. Today's motivational or gut-wrenching or even a question message is about the need for forgiveness. This is not only a motivational message because I hope this will also help all people out there, especially women and daughters, in order not only to help us identify where there is a need to go into the process of forgiveness, which to me is mostly a process of healing. I will repeat here, my channel is about women, women's growth, women taking care of themselves, women educating themselves and their children, and women growing intellectually, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, and financially, not only for and by themselves, but also for their children. This is for women setting and becoming the examples for younger generations of women to be inspired by, follow, to achieve even more than what we are achieving now. This channel is even more so than to and for women wanting and striving to become full participants in the growth and development of their communities. It is for women who inspire and work hard to bring positive changes and positive impact in their communities and the societies within which they live and dwell on. If you, my follower, if you, the video viewer, if you identify with a woman who is fed up with lies about who a woman is and should be, lies we are told in our societies, lies we are told in our societies, lies we are told in our tradition, the religion, in our school, and in the home and street education. Even so, with lies that the media is pushing on us as what it takes to be a woman and who is a woman in today's age, and is now this woman who is finding her way back to herself, her true nature, and her real identity, then this channel is yours to be a part of. I know the title alone might sound like a wishy-washy thing everybody repeats and speak about. It is easy and there's just a magical ball, a magic moment where everything just goes away after you push a button, knowing truthfully without hard work, persistence, and resilience, forgiveness will never happen, at least fully. But I'm a 37-year young woman, having made a lot of mistakes myself, and who is still identifying areas where I reacted and acted out of wounds I had no knowledge about their existence. I repeat, this is a message all women should pay attention to and hopefully go through the process of healing and forgiving for themselves. Now let's go back to the topic, the need for forgiveness. I will first start by briefly defining what is forgiveness, which is our topic here. Forgiveness has been attached to a lot of words and given meanings that are quite personal to the case and one's personal emotional ability to recover from a situation or multiple situations. But to sum it up, forgiveness is the ongoing healing process of intentionally letting go of what has hurt you. The willingness to discover what has hurt you, where you were hurt, and how it has affected you. Also, the process of embracing the healing variations and the lack of control you will have to live by whilst going through the process of forgiveness. Letting go willingly and intentionally of all the feelings, emotions, and triggers associated with an act, a word, a behavior, or a mix of all of them in single or multiple forms that were committed against you and left you tainted and changed until now. It is also letting go of the hurt, the anger, the resentment, the fear, the rage, or the feeling of helplessness you felt or are still feeling after having been treated poorly, to free yourself from those cages. Because emotionally, physically, and spiritually, holding on to things, people, situations, and conditions that hurt you are just like putting yourself in multiple doors prisons. Only forgiveness will set you free of. Today, forgiveness is a major topic across all gender and race borders because there is a general need for forgiveness for what we were told, what we endured, from the things we have allowed to happen around us, to us, or even inflicted on others, knowingly and unknowingly, to ensure we can and will surely build a society looking forward and building forwards, instead of a society always looking back and pointing fingers, assuming the perpetual position of being a victim of everything happening to us and around us. In summary, forgiveness is a whole healing process most of us need to undertake because somehow, somewhere, something happened to us or in front of us that has changed our life for the worse or for the best. But still, we need not to live as a response to what has happened, but instead live and build freely a life of our own choosing. Secondly, I would like to illustrate and elaborate in steps the healing journey of forgiveness because it is a whole journey. One needs to choose the destination, buy the ticket to the destination, go on board, and not get off the plane until the destination is totally reached, however long it will take, and with whatever number of turbulences one might go through. And the steps can be elaborated as follows. 1. Identify first what is your wound or your hurt. The thing you need to forgive needs to be identified. You cannot forgive what you have not real knowledge of. Identify it, put words to it, identify the emotions related to this and what has happened to you, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, psychologically, etc. In truth, put a name and call it out and see what kind of wound it is. Secondly, identify and acknowledge where it hurts. Generally, after identifying the type of wound you have endured, it will be easy to identify where it was inflicted on your mind, your body, your heart, and your spirit, and how it has affected you and the kind of choices you have made or decided never to make in those areas. Just like you need to know the type of wound to forgive, the same goes for the need to identify where it hurts, because unless you know and locate where it hurts the most, it will be difficult for you to direct your healing journey, your healing process to the part of you that was affected and needs that healing the most. Thirdly, identify or realize how this has affected you to go through the healing process of forgiveness, how this has affected you, how this has changed you. Change your behavior from maybe being an extrovert to becoming an introvert and vice versa. How it has changed you and made you now hid behind the walls of portraying and embodying overconfidence in whatever situations, or made you an insecure person. How it has created a feeling of fear to be alone or always needing to be surrounded by people, however these people really make you feel. Women, because you are my target and my goal as a woman myself, I know we bury a lot in us by routine, unknowingly sometimes, or even because that is what we have always been exposed to through watching our mothers, our aunties, our sisters, our friends, our cousins. I mean, all the female women, all the female around us, and how they have always been able to cope either by ignoring, by identifying, by fighting, or even letting go and just becoming resilient and totally passive to their life. So we just repeat those behavior without actually going through identifying and acknowledging what this wound is, what our wounds are, and how they have affected us. Women, after identifying and realizing what kind of wound we endured, where it hurts the most, and how this wound has affected us and the major impact it has had on us, only then can we go through the healing process of forgiveness. Because all of this work is just in preparation to the healing journey. Then we need to listen to our body. We need to take responsibilities for having allowed things to happen to us and around us, because at a certain point in reality, spiritually speaking, only the environment and the situations and the people around us are mirroring what we are and who we are from deep within. So whatever situation, I'm not talking when you are a child and you are not aware of what is happening to you, but when you are somebody who is fully aware of what is the environment and who they are, it is easy to see what is happening around you because it is also happening within us. So we have to take responsibilities that whatever has happened to us when we were fully aware was a mirror, or there was there was an opening, there was a door that we opened where people felt the need or the capacity to either hurt us, to portray the behavior they portrayed that has hurt us. So we need to take that responsibility and face that truth. And we also have to be okay with the feeling of helplessness and accept the guilt feeling towards ourselves, even sometimes when there's no need to be guilty of, because or to feel guilty, because sometimes we endure things when we are not even aware of who we are, when we are too young to even know what is happening. So yeah, facing those wounds and acknowledging where and how they have affected us is a journey of ups and downs, which might and will certainly make us go through various emotions of wrapping and unwrapping and wrapping again until we are truthfully and fully recovering, hence having forgiven. Talking it out to yourselves or to ourselves, to a professional, to a confidant can be a major step. Writing and putting words to this wound and where it hurts the most is a second step. Learning about how it has affected others will make us discover how our own behavior looks like the behavior of others who went and endured the same kind of wounds. Maybe this will also give us tips and tricks on how we can also overcome and heal from those wounds. Watching others, how they were able to recover, how they were able to even rise up from the ashes of being hurt, whether physically, emotionally, financially. Watching this and learning from those will also help us to learn more about ourselves and how we can face and overcome whatever we are going through. Reading and watching psychological books, podcasts, magazines from professionals, and maybe sometimes victims who are able to overcome those will help us deal with our own issues, and also detailing and learning more about detailed process on how we can also overcome those issues. This claim, as last word, forgiveness is not about fitting into the convention of what forgiveness looks like, and even less about what it is supposed to feel like to fit into a timeline given by society, but rather about the emotional, physical, psychological, and spiritual liberation or freedom one will access after going through the healing process of forgiveness. So choosing to stay and remain in a situation, condition, and around people that hurt us does not mean one has forgiven, or even leaving those people, conditions, and situations does not mean one has not forgiven. This happened to us again can look like forgiveness, which might not be forgiveness, or also can also look like we have not forgiven when somebody has actually forgiven. Others might also decide to stay and build it up, either to help the person or build from scratch again from a place of building and creating something beautiful, more beautiful than what was there. Remember, the need for forgiveness is the choice to write another narrative for ourselves, a choice to design a life out of choice made from a position of power and no more reacting from conditions and situations we endured. A willing choice to let go for you, for us, a willing choice to let go for our own happiness, a willing choice to let go to live in a life we will choose for ourselves. Finally, I will say to women, as a woman myself, that our knowledge about our mental, physical, spiritual health, our awareness of generational wealth, and our practice of the principles we learn about everything related to this subject should be of the utmost priority. Our physical, emotional, spiritual, financial well-being, and learning about boundaries are priorities we must all invest ourselves fully in to strive and protect ourselves and the societies we are living in. Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Until next time, let me know how this message was of value to you. If this message spoke to your heart, if you are willing to go through this journey of forgiveness, let me know, because my wish is about helping a woman out there, starting with me, and maybe through my changes, my constant learning, my constant rise of awareness and sharing, will other women also start to be more intentional in all of their life's choices. Thank you for watching. Bye.